Okay. Hi.
Wow.
Hi.
I
Yes.
yeah, I got a new background.
It looks like you're on the road again.
Yeah, but there's no road, it's just a field. So it's
It's amazing.
yeah. I just put in like RV in Australia and that's what I got. Because
And that's what you got. I'm
yeah.
waiting for a giraffe to run by behind you or a kangaroo to jump on your back.
Giraffe. I love that. Well, like it could be a giraffe in Australia if it had escaped from the zoo.
Okay. Fair enough.
So it's possible.
It's possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Good to
Yeah.
know. I'll keep that in mind. So yeah, so here we are. We are chatting. I had asked you if we could discuss something that was going on right now. And I guess the gist of it is that I'm living in LA right now. I'm living somewhere where I feel very lucky to live here.
Mm.
I live in a wonderful community of people and in a Buddhist community. It's a modern
Mm.
Buddhist community, and I've been here for about I'd say about 3 years. Yeah, and it was supposed to be temporary. That I was just renting someone's room for a few months, and one thing led to another. They invited me to stay longer if I wanted to, and so I did. And I ended up getting a job down the street at this little bakery cafe. I worked there for a while. Then I worked at another diner for a little while. And then I got my job that I've had now for, if you can believe it, I've almost been there 3 years.
Oh my God. I,
I
I,
know.
I can believe it.
I know it's so weird. At the observatory, at the astronomy observatory. So,
Mm.
uh, yeah, I've been talking to you about wanting to make a move for a while, but not too sure in a way how or where to go exactly, but I knew that I want to be more in nature. Living in the city is uh, doesn't feel very aligned
Yeah.
anymore.
Mm.
Of course, I enjoy the things of the city, and of course, my family is here. My sister and my mom and my friends are here, many of them. But I just, yeah, nature is really calling me. Not the kind of nature where you have to go to be in nature, but living somewhere where you can really connect with nature all the time.
I mean, it's like at your front door sort of thing.
Yeah, like you're just immersed in it. And I
Yeah.
feel that I need that really, really very much for my nervous system. My nervous system has been on edge since I came back to LA. So,
Right. Yeah, it makes
so
sense. The
yeah,
buzziness, eh?
the buzziness. Yeah, there's just buzziness. There's a lot of chaos, tension, traffic. People are hustling. Everything's a hustle here in a way. Like people are either running to get somewhere, running from somewhere. It's
They're
constant.
running.
They're running. We are running. I'm one of them.
You're one
I'm
of
one of
them.
them. I totally am one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've spoken to you about Sedona. I've
Mm.
driven through there about 12 years ago on a road trip by myself, and I had a really nice feeling when I was there. And I have a friend who moved there about a year ago who's been talking to me about maybe coming and checking it out more. And so that's what I wanted to kind of talk to you about
Yeah.
your thoughts on that.
Go.
Go, go. Okay, well, why do you think?
What do I think? I'm reading a book which says like stories are important. Like you can give people opinions or things, but stories are what have an impact on people. So, my story, like when I came back from my 11 years in China, I didn't know where to live. And my daughter and son-in-law had this RV and they said, do you want to have it? I mean, no, sorry, do you want to borrow it? Not have it. And I said, yeah. And a bit like you, I thought I was going to stay in it maybe for 3 or 4 months while I sort myself out. But after how long now? Let me try and calculate. A year and is year and a half. I'm still in it, and now I live. in the countryside, and the countryside, I walk outside and I can see the Milky Way. I can see all the birds and, you know, the trees. So I'm doing what you're talking about, but it just happened. I didn't have a plan for
Yeah.
it. But like it felt something had a plan, you know, something arranged things. And it keeps
Yeah.
on arranging. I think, oh, that time's going to come to an end. I've got to think about what I'm doing. But now I've come to this way of thinking that, like, almost like don't plan. If you plan, you start to narrow possibilities.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to be this open thing, and it just keeps on coming back that I keep on staying in this sort of thing. But
Mm.
I had that support. So when I hear your story, you know, are you getting supported? Because I think maybe what happens is that deep down we want something. Sometimes we don't even maybe express it, or we don't even know ourselves we want it, but something seems to know what we want, because then when something happens, you get that feeling of, shit, this is what I always wanted,
Yeah.
you know, but I couldn't even say it myself, you know? So
Sense.
I guess my question to you is, are you getting some signs or support to follow your dream?
Well, that's a good question, actually. A sign from like a bird or cricket? What kind of sign are we
Or
talking about?
someone saying, come and stay with me, or some other support. I mean, let's,
Oh,
or it could look, and but if a cricket did talk to you, what do the crickets say? Or, as I'm learning now, being in nature here, it's not so much what it says, but it's when you're with that bird or with that tree, it'll correspond with you in a feeling or something. So, how do you feel when you're with it, or what do you think it's saying to you?
the
Because
cricket?
the
Are we talking
cricket,
about
yeah, if you had a cricket, you know, in
if
your
I
room.
had a cricket?
Yeah, but did you have a cricket in your room hopping around?
No, but I love crickets.
You love crickets.
I love the sound of crickets. It's so peaceful for me, actually.
Do you hear them where you are in LA?
Not really, actually, no. I haven't heard. There are some in some places. When I go on hikes, I hear crickets when I go for
Yeah.
hikes. But yeah, no, there is support. There's support coming from a few different people, and in that I have a friend who's living there, and she offered for me to stay with her for a little bit. If she doesn't have someone staying in her Airbnb, she said I can stay in that room. And I'm allergic to her dogs, which I
Oh
love.
no,
So
that's a big
lovely.
one.
But yeah, and the Airbnb room does allow animals, and people do from time to time come with their pets. So I don't know how I'm going to react when I get there. Of course, I'm just going to have to be on an allergy pill every day,
Yeah,
just to minimize any issues. But and then I have a family member who is offering to support me in, helping me with some financially to help me to go and check it out, to explore it
yeah,
for for a week or two, just to see how it feels. So I am getting support, uh, and yeah, it's interesting because before, when I had a feeling of moving somewhere, I mean, it would just be like, bam, it would, like, things would line up, and I would feel that motivation to just go and do what needed to be done to make the move. And as you know, I've been going through something called menopause, which some people
menopause.
may have heard of it.
Yeah,
And so it's been 3 years that I've been going through it, and decided not to go on uh, the uh, so you start to, at a certain age, it starts at different ages for women, but you start to lose certain hormones in your body. They start to become minimal, and so it can affect all sorts of things: mood, energy,
mm,
motivation,
mm,
uh, a lot of things. And so I've been going through that for 3 years. and just finally decided to take the replacement therapy where it puts it back in your body synthetically.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's been a big factor also, but not in a bad way because I mean, I'm, like I said, I'm in an amazing community. I work at a place where I love the people that I work with. I really do. I love the building. I love everything about it. So it's almost like gotten very comfortable, and physically have not had the energy to even think of making any kind of move. But I know in my gut that it's needed, and also the I would say guilt or fear of leaving family. Also,
Yeah.
there's that's been playing a part also in my thinking. So I've been trying to really work on that and look at that differently, uh, in a
Can I
way
ask you a
that.
question?
Mhm.
Can we try some things like somatically? I just had this thought.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you and I, we talk about contractions we might feel in our bodies.
Okay.
Could
What
we,
kind of contractions?
well, I was just
Like,
wondering, like, for instance, like if we did this, like if you just thought of you're going to stay in LA for another year,
yeah,
right? How
yeah.
does it feel in
Like
your body?
if I did, you mean?
Yeah, if you did,
Oh,
like, how does it feel in your body?
uh, mm, tense.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the obvious other one is like you're gonna move to Sedona for the, you know, might maybe stay there for a year. How's that feel?
It, it's it's interesting. It's not a clear sensation.
Mm,
It feels unknown. It feels very unknown, which is something that always has appealed to me anyway.
okay.
I like going into unknown situations.
Can I try one more? I mean, you could suggest one, but I could try one more. Dominican Republic.
Oh, I was just reading about the DR today. Dominican Republic. Neutral.
Okay. Do you want to try one that you think about or something? A place?
Hmm. South America. I wouldn't say a country, but there's something about South America that draws me a lot.
Mhm. Chile, Peru.
No, no, it's a
Where?
no. Those places. Hmm. It's somewhere else. Yeah, I'm drawn to some places, but it's very strange. I can't name them yet. It's the weirdest thing.
How
I
about
do
Atlantis?
Atlantis, Antarctica.
Antarctica?
Sounds interesting. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not for living, I'm not sure, but exploring.
you feel that.
Yeah, there could be an exploration. And I definitely feel drawn to visiting parts of Egypt. But it's interesting. There's something about Egypt where it's not really about the necessarily about the pyramids. There's something about it that I feel drawn to going back and revisiting a part of my lineage because my mom and grandmother and grandfather were born there. So,
Okay, well, you want to hear about my body?
yeah, what do I want to hear about your body? What kind of question is that, Dave?
Do you want to hear about my body?
Everything
It's a
that
weird
you tell.
question. Okay, I had no reactions on anything, right? Like,
Yeah.
it was just like a bit stiff, you know, but when you say Egypt, wow, it's a friggin' relief. Like I can breathe. It's really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
A relief from what?
I don't know. I got no idea. It's like I'm just letting you know what the body. You may have heard it. I really breathed. I can breathe when you say Egypt. I'm like, oh my God, I can feel it. It's so strong. Wow, it's a big one.
Yeah, there's
Um,
something there.
well, your mother, wasn't she from Egypt?
Yeah, that's what I just shared. My mom and her mom and my mom's dad were all three born in
Mm.
Egypt.
Wow, that's a big
Yeah,
connection.
and there's there's some traumatic things that happened in my family when my mom and her mother, and I think my mom's brother, took a boat from Egypt because they were exiled. They had to escape Egypt in the I believe it was the late 40s, early 50s. So they got on a boat, and some very traumatic things happened during that trip that I still need to discuss with my mom, but I know that they were very traumatic. And so there's something about wanting to revisit the land. It feels like there's something that I need to do there that needs to kind of go back with a different way of seeing things so that
Yeah,
trauma that happened from me from being um, chased away from that country, which was their country, but the
mm.
trauma from being chased away almost can be healed in some way. There's something about that that feels important to do.
Yes, I feel when you talk, I feel like tenderness. Mm. Mm.
And yeah, I feel like there's something in the Arabic language and Arabic culture that I feel connected to. And it's in my lineage, so of course I have a connection. But I've never really gotten connected to it. I mean, my grandmother and grandfather spoke Egyptian, Arabic when I was little, and I heard them. But
Mm. I mean,
oh,
the
it's
Arabic,
interesting.
the writing is so beautiful.
I know it's
The
so
way they
beautiful.
write,
And
like,
Egyptian Arabic is so beautiful to listen to. Also, it sounds like music or poetry. Very
see,
beautiful.
maybe you're going home.
I definitely could be. I'm getting a lot of chills, and like my legs are getting like a defrosting feeling, which is interesting.
You mean you're well, defrosting would mean you're loosening up, or like defrosting. Okay, let's keep it there.
Mm.
It's funny because you talked. I mean, we both. It's gonna. I sound like I'm changing the subject, but I'm linking it. I mean, I've had this thing for a year now where I've been studying the sun because my girlfriend loves the sun. You know,
Yeah,
she
right.
sees it as a positive, like get out in the sun, bathe in it. You know, whatever. She sees it as healing, and I was brought up from England. About sun's bad for you in a way. Don't get burned. Don't spend too much. There's this expression in England. Only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. That was
Oh,
expression
in the midday sun.
in the midday sun, not the midnight sun. The midday sun. It's
Midday sun.
probably something from India, the time the British were in India or something. But anyway, so I've always had this thing, and when I was a kid, you know, in Italy on holiday, I got these terrible blisters when I was about 8 years old from spending too much time in the sun without sunscreen. There's always been about sunscreen and whatever. So but I've always loved the sun. I love the sun. So it was like a blessing that my girlfriend was very encouraging about the sun. And I started studying because she's interested in Rudolf Steiner, uh,
Mhm.
the um, the German sort of one of these sort of polymaths, but he's like some people call him like a master or something, ascended master, and he was really linking the spiritual world with the human world, but in a new way, knowing how it has evolved from the past. It's not going to be the same sort of thing, and he studied the sun a lot in terms of its spiritual meaning, and he really feels it's part of the Christ consciousness in a way. It's linked to that, and it's something that, you know, spiritually can really provide so much to us. It's not just heat, it's much more than that. So that really affected me. And then what I started doing was, if I was walking down in the countryside where I am, if I was walking down the street and I was a bit tired, I would try experiments. I would think of the sun. Even though the sun might be in the sky, I would think of it, and suddenly I would walk faster. No problems at all. It would give me energy just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting a sore elbow or
Mm,
arm.
shoulders. I'm okay.
So anyway, and I noticed, like, if I thought of certain things, and it's not surprising, because if sun gives, you know, stars give the whole universe energy. So if I think about it, it's like connecting with its consciousness. So no wonder it gives me more energy. Like, duh, it makes sense, you know. So I started to look at all this stuff about the pyramids differently, you know, all these theories about how they built the pyramids and all that sort of stuff, and was it aliens and whatever. I just came to this thought, no, no, it was just their relationship with the sun. It was different back then. So
Yeah.
they had a much closer relationship, and that relationship gave them power. So they
Mm,
could build the pyramids. So why am I telling you this? It's just that when you talk about Egypt now, about the thoughts you have or whatever, I feel there is so much importance of that place, so many things that have been lost. And one thing amazing I learned from reading a bit about Rudolf Steiner is what he did was, in his life, he wouldn't so much look at what theories about things. He believed in experience. So if you want to learn about something, you need to experience it yourself,
yeah.
because then you will know, you know, what it was like when those people were there. You know, you'll get maybe a similar feeling, or you'll start to, now I get them. Now I understand them. Now I understand what they did or how they thought when I'm here, you know, when I'm in similar experiences to them. And boy, it's wonderful he did that. And that was his basic method of researching, his direct experience with a tree, with a Stonehenge in England, or go there, experience it. But like at night when it's raining, as it was for the Celts, or the, you know,
Yeah.
the priests, the Druids experience what it's like for them, and
Yeah.
understand the rock when it's in sunlight, when it's in moonlight, understand what's in the shadows of the rock, like experience it in all the weather. Boy, that was a big speech, but it's like I get this sense when you talk about you and Egypt. Anyway,
Well, I guess that's a little bit of, I guess I can call it a dilemma for lack of a better word. But the dilemma is either to go live somewhere else, closer to nature, and see what evolves from that, or just make a plan to just go and travel to these places,
yeah.
and, and then having no idea where I'm going to end up after.
Sounds wonderful. Because I mean, you like you, and we're all linked to so many places. I mean,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah. I know it's strange. I guess that's where the conflict is coming. Just the idea of like settling down, even for a little bit, just some. I don't know. It's weird because that's what I am now. But
Well,
the idea of going back into just settling somewhere just feels
yeah.
strange. Feels really weird. It doesn't feel. It doesn't feel like what I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, there you go. That's so it's not so much about going to Sedona. It's
Yeah,
just about there's something else you maybe should be doing.
maybe. Yeah, I'm not sitting on it for too long either. which is, but I see, I can wait a few, I can see, I
Do
can
you have
see.
any
And
relatives in Egypt?
that is a, that is something I could actually explore by reaching out to people on 23andMe for my DNA test.
What about your mum? Doesn't she? Does
No,
she? She
my
doesn't?
mom had no contact with anyone from Egypt since she was little. Yeah, everyone moved from there. They all left.
Oh, they all left. Wow.
They all moved away. Some of them moved, many of them moved
Wow.
to Israel. What are you saying wow to?
That, when you say that, it's so, it affects me a lot. It might be annoying to you, but that affects me. And I get this thought. It just popped in my head that you're going back for your family. You, I know you have this thing about you feel responsible sometimes for your family, but I get this thought that yeah, there's something there anyway. I don't know what it is.
Well, I mean, if you think about the word responsible and it's like the ability to respond, yeah, I guess that would be accurate. If you feel a calling to do something and you're responding to that calling and you're able to, so I guess that would be accurate.
Yeah. Mm. Oh well, the place I was thinking of going was Jerusalem.
Oh God, no. I have zero.
I'm
Yeah,
being serious though. But you
yeah,
know, I have gone to Jerusalem in a way in Australia because sometimes I stay in the when I'm visiting Sydney, I stay in one of the Jewish areas in Sydney. And of course, who do I make as a friend there? A Muslim guy. So when I'm in the Jewish area, there's a Turkish cafe there, and I
yeah.
start making friends with the guy that makes the coffee in the coffee place. And the other
Oh,
day, he invited me around for dinner. He said, "Oh," I said, I'm going back in the countryside again." I said, "Oh, are you? I wanted you around for dinner." So we exchanged numbers. So next time I'm in Sydney for any time, I'm going to Ali's place for dinner. Wow. And
nice.
he was beautiful. I was so appreciative of him having the Turkish Muslim cafe in the middle of the Jewish area.
Yeah,
And it's like, all these things going in the world, all the division, but the people don't really have that division. They just get on with their lives. And I sort of tried to acknowledge him. I said, "Thank you. I really appreciate you being here, like here." And he said to me, he said, yeah, he said, in his opinion, two things that bring people together: food and music.
it's true. It's true. And religion, which is interesting because it can also be the most divisive thing. And it can
Yeah.
also be something that brings people together.
Some people, yeah. Some people together. Yeah.
Yeah.
It depends on the attitude. I mean, like if you're curious about other religions, it could bring you together by being
Yeah.
curious to finding out,
Yeah.
oh, why do you have those beliefs? Talking to people.
Yeah.
And how does it affect your life and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. That's what I liked about Nas Daily, that guy.
Yeah.
He would
Nice.
always do those videos, remember? He would do
Yeah.
those videos because I think he's Palestinian. And so he would do those, yeah, he would make videos to really show that, he grew up with a lot of racism
Yeah.
based on where he was from. And he just didn't understand why he was being hated just because of where he was from. And he wasn't being looked at as a human being,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah, he's brought a lot of awareness to a lot of people, I think, through his videos. At least
That's right.
planting a seed for people to see things differently, not changing people's minds, but giving them just a different angle. That's all we need sometimes.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I can understand sometimes like people wanting their country just for the way it is, you know, for themselves. It's like maybe they're worried about what happens if other people come and this sort of stuff, losing their identity. So could come from some sort of fear or
Oh, for sure.
anxiety. Yeah, I sort of I don't think it's wrong. It's just an expression in a
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Okay,
Well,
that's it then. We
good.
solved it. You're going to Egypt. Great.
Yeah, yeah. I have no idea how I'm gonna go, but you know what? It's gonna happen.
Oh, can I mention something about that?
Yeah. Well, I know
Would
where I
they,
want to
pardon?
go. I said I know what part I want to go. I want to go to the Nile, which I have some my great grandparents used to sell spices on the Nile.
Wow.
And then I want to go to Alexandria. There's something about Alexandria I feel very drawn to.
That's my town.
What's your town?
Yeah, because it's one of my names.
Alexander.
Yeah. The thing I was going to say, do you think they have what's your Buddhist place? Do you think they have a place over there in Egypt?
No, I don't think so. I
Well,
don't,
you never know.
but it doesn't hurt to ask. Find out. Yeah, that's true. Uh, yeah, I just remembered that someone I met at one of the temples is on a trip right now. He's going to be going to Cambodia soon. He's in Vietnam, I think, for another week, and then he's heading to Cambodia. And he invited me to join him if I was up for it.
There you go.
Anyway, yeah, I know it always makes me think how my God, how we live in a world where we have airplanes
Yeah,
that take us to the other side of the world in
yeah,
a matter of hours. And the only thing that we think is holding us back is money.
yeah,
And I just find that so fascinating.
yeah.
And that money is man-made. That's the thing that just always blows my mind.
Just print some. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's just print it. But you know, there's also the idea of if you really want something, say it, ask for it,
Well, that's why
find a
joined
way.
you. That's why I joined you in Paris
Are you
for
joining
four
in
days,
Paris?
so I could see your dad and see you and
Right.
Sibyl, because I just asked for it, and my daughter said, "I'll help you."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing. And you got to see your sister, who you
and
hadn't
I got
seen
to
in a
see my sister, extra bonus, and her family, and I think part of it came because of what you had done. You had helped, because you're so family orientated, if that's the right expression, meaning like helping the family stay together and bond and things, that you had really helped me reunite with my daughter. And I think I've never really asked her, but it's touching. I feel touched. But I think she really values you for that.
well, you're the one who has been, reconnecting since you got back.
Yeah,
Maybe, maybe it was just us talking about it before when you were in China and we would talk about it,
yeah, that's true. I think she
yeah.
respects that in you. Mm.
How did she know that I had anything to do with it?
Because you write to her. You wrote to her. And she didn't
Oh,
know who the hell you were. But that was part of me and her getting back together again.
hmm, yeah, that's true. I forgot about
Yeah, I haven't.
that. Hmm.
How you feeling?
Very sleepy.
Yeah, go.
Very
Or
sleepy. What do you
or
mean?
or what or what we could do is you could fall asleep and I could just keep on talking for an hour. Can you get a piece of wood just to prop yourself up or something?
No, hold on, I'll do this.
The aliens have arrived.
Totally.
I see. I was thinking when you put that hat on, as a symbol of you going to Sedona, but now it's going to be. You look a bit like
Wait,
Harrison Ford. What is that movies?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. You just need a whip, and you can be in Arabia and with
I
the
had an
camels.
Indiana Jones hat. It was so great. It was literally a brand called Indiana Jones, and it was
Really?
the exact replica of his hat. And I loved that hat so much. I gave away all my hats when I moved to Bali. I gave almost everything away. It's funny, huh? How we can feel so drawn to things and so connected to things, and then oh,
Hang
gone.
on. Just wait 1 second.
1 second. Wow, this I think you need to get this RV that you are using as your background because it looks really nice. Oh my God. Oh my God, what is that?
My daughter
You're
gave it to me. My oldest daughter with it. We're talking about. She
so
gave it to me about
cute.
15 years ago for my birthday.
Oh my
Pretty good,
God.
isn't it?
I have never seen you with the hat, Dave.
Well, what about you? Having hat day. So this podcast can be episode 25 about hats. So if you've given all your hats away, what the hell is that on your head?
This is the one Sabine brought me when she came to visit me in Hong Kong the first time. She had
Oh,
it with her.
really?
And she's like, keep it. It looks good on you. We've always given each other stuff. So she's like, she left me so much stuff when she came to see me. She's like, you don't have any clothes. I said, yeah, I don't need anything. I'm getting hand-me-downs.
Do you think when I go to the cafe in a moment, I should wear this hat?
I think you should.
That's funny.
Why not?
See
You
my
gotta
friend,
wear a little.
see
Do
my friend
things,
Toto.
dress up a little. Great.
Okay.
You know, do things differently. I thought about it the other day. I went to meet a friend for lunch and I thought we were just going to go somewhere casual local, but I decided to put on like a blazer with a shirt under and dress up a little. And, I almost changed and I thought, why am I dressing up? And then I thought, wait a minute. I really like the way this
Ah,
looks. It makes me feel nice. I just like the way it's put together. And it's kind of like a canvas, when you paint something. I don't paint. I don't do art in any way. And I thought, this is my art. This is putting this outfit
it's true. It
together and
is.
wearing it out. And who cares?
I've s-
So
I've seen some old photos of you. You used to dress very nicely, very very elegant and pretty. I liked it.
that's nice, Dave. You mean compared to when you met me and you said I had no taste in
That's right. Absolutely no taste. Yeah. And it's funny because like when I was telling my girlfriend when I was young, like 16 or 17, I used to love wearing three-piece suits in London. Oh, I used to love going shopping for them.
yeah.
And recently, like on Christmas Day, there was such a big family thing going on, and I said to my daughter, "Oh my God, I don't want, I know you're inviting me around, but it's like I don't want to give you extra pressure for the day. So let's meet you and the family Christmas Eve, and then on Christmas Day, I went with my girlfriend to some fancy place, a yacht club. Imagine that, a yacht club, and it was." I was so happy because it was like, oh, I can dress up a bit. So I put on a bit of weight because I've been enjoying food so much lately. But I managed to get on an old suit trousers and I wore a fancy nice white shirt and whatever. And it didn't matter when I got there that people were quite casual. I was a bit overdressed, but I was happily overdressed.
Yeah.
Just like you're saying. It's just great, isn't it?
It's just fun. It's just, I used to have so much fun putting outfits together. I really enjoyed it. It really, really was a kind of way, a creative outlet for me.
Okay. Well, next podcast, I think we should do that. We should both dress up.
Okay, we'll
You
dress
want?
up a little.
I'll have to go and
Yeah,
find something
why not?
in the closet.
Why not? So let's see. Let's see what's to come. We'll we'll leave this one at this for now. Let's see what happens. I'm going to mark this date, January 29, 2026, as the day before I started taking hormone replacement therapy. As, this marks a big transition, I think.
So I won't know you tomorrow.
You won't. I'm going to be so different. The nurse was really sweet. She goes, hey,
we got to talk tomorrow. You'll probably be like an excited kid.
I don't even know what to say to you right now.
Oh, wonderful. Oh my God, you're in the moment, man.
You interrupted me and I have nothing to say to you anymore.
It's my job.
I know, you're so good at it. So we will reconvene maybe in a couple weeks.
Oh, you mean when you got used to your hormones?
Yeah, I am curious to see what'll happen. But you know, it can
We,
it can take a while to
we need
feel.
to talk about that because we
You're
might,
interrupting me again. You're interrupting me again. This is becoming a really bad habit, Dave. Oh, I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I see it. Okay. You're trying to trigger me before I've started them to see the difference, to see the contrast.
oh, it took you so long to work it out. My
So
God.
so clever. And a little risky also, a little risky, but I'll give you A minus for effort and bravery.
What is it? I got a distance factor here. We got a distance factor.
We do have a distance.
What's that she says?
That you're on the other side of the planet, literally. Or we are from each other.
Actually, we're
Yeah,
neighbors.
we kind of are. You're
It's
right.
just a bit of water in between us, Sydney to Los Angeles.
A little puddle.
There's a
It's like
puddle.
a puddle. So, Dave, it's been great talking to you. I will tomorrow or when we speak next, I will be the person formerly known as Marilyne Jean Floor. And then and the next time you talk to me, I might be Marilyne.
Okay. But can I ask you something like
Oh
profound?
God, again,
Do I have to take hormones as well?
actually, that might be your issue. That might be your issue. That might be the reason you interrupt me all the time, is because you need hormone replacement therapy. It's very possible because you cray cray. You cray cray. You're taking big risks, Dave.
What might happen?
I might come through the screen just like Poltergeist. You ever seen the movie Poltergeist? It's real. It's real.
God.
Anyway, okay. So toodle pips for now. And we have some exciting topics coming up. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. Bye for now. Ta-ta for now.
Ta-ta for now.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.